why we're here, to make an enjoyable experience for you and the customer. Let me show you how. You got your first order. Yay! Let me show you what you need to do next. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Caitlin from Sweet Kate Bakery. First thing we need to do is make sure we have all the details correct. Communication between you and the person purchasing the cake, cupcakes, cookies, whatever you're making is key to a successful order. Because of this, let's make sure we have everything we need. Make sure we know, and it's clearly communicated to the customer buying, how many servings you need, specific theme and decoration. This is very important. Try to see if you can sketch it or if there's inspiration pictures to fully communicate what each other wants. Because if you see cakes that focus on a drip and macarons, but they really wanted a happy birthday topper, then that's something that needs to be communicated. Next, let's make sure we have the flavor taken care of and any allergy information that needs to be known. The more detailed you can be within the design communication with your customer, the better. That way you know exactly what they want and exactly what they're gonna get. Next, let's make sure we have the time and pickup clarified. Make sure they know that you're not a bakery that's open 24/7, that if they set a specific pickup time, that's the time they need to be there. Some people have had an issue with this, and so they add a fee for every 10 or 15 minutes they are late, and that's been successful for them. Setting up those healthy boundaries is really important with your customer. Sometimes addresses can be tricky. For me, I give them the address, I tell them landmarks that they can look for when driving to my house to pick up the cake and what to do once they get there. I let them know to text me when they get there so I can bring out the cake to them. That way they don't have to worry about getting out of their car, and I feel confident carrying the cakes or cupcakes to them so they don't have to worry about it. Remember, clear communication really helps eliminate any issues you may run into in the future. Now your game plan. Here is my step-by-step system to make sure that you get everything you need to know done and within the time you need it done. Plus, enjoy the process because that's why we're here. We love to bake. This schedule starts 4 days before the pickup, but you can adjust it depending on what works best for you and your customer. 4 days before, I make sure I have all the ingredients and specific decorations I need. If there's a specific topper I needed, I try to make sure as soon as I get my deposit for this cake, I order it. So any shipping time doesn't delay the cake. I also check my ingredients. If it's a cookie butter cake, I want to make sure I have Biscoff cookies and cookie butter ready to go. Day 3, you're going to make any fondant toppers, anything that needs time to set and dry. Second day, 2 days before your pickup, I start baking, but this day can really be rearranged as necessary. On this day, you are going to bake all the cake layers. If you have cupcakes, I would recommend baking them and freezing them or making them the day of the party. This will really help keep the freshness, but for cake layers, this is amazing to be able to use the freezer because it locks in all that freshness. Plus, frozen cake is so much easier to work with, at least in my experience. I highly recommend you trying it out if you haven't before. So I will bake on the cake layers, level them, and then put them in plastic wrap them up tight, and pop them in the freezer. This way my oven's only on 1 day a week and it's not the day we're introducing any buttercream. But if it works better for your schedule, you can make buttercream ahead of time, then re-whip it on the day you're going to be decorating. Also on the second day, I make any specific fillings, raspberry, cookie butter, whatever it may be, so I can pull it out of the fridge the next day and have it ready to go. This brings us to the first day, or the day right before our pickup. This is when you're going to assemble and decorate. You have all your pieces ready to go, and now it's time to put them together. This is definitely my favorite day because I've done all the hard work beforehand and I can just enjoy the process of layering the cakes, crumb coating, decorating, final frost, all that jazz. It's the best part in my opinion. Breaking down the tasks like this can really help prevent burnout and help you focus on tasks so you're not trying to do everything at the same time. Now that you've made your gorgeous creation, let's talk about packaging. Here I have bakery boxes, and let me show you how I box up different creations. I package most things just with your standard bakery box, and this is how I do it. Packaging can get super expensive, but here's a way to package your goods so they travel safely, but also that people remember who it's from, because once you take these creations to a party, we want to make sure people know who made it. First, I made a custom stamp on Zazzle.com. I used to get stickers printed all the time, but I found this was a little bit more cost effective. So here is my logo with my information, social media, and bakery name. Then I just use my ink pad to stamp on my logo. Let me show you. Then I add one of these warning, opening this package will cause extreme happiness stickers right on the top, or I'll use it to seal the box. Then I would add my cupcakes or cookies within this box, close it up, and it's ready to go to the party. For extra insurance, you can take your business card and put it right in there for people to share your amazing work. Something I also like to do is get care instructions in a business card similar to this, and I'll tape it to the box, and it will say what needs to be done to take care of this cake. Before I tell you about care instructions and how to communicate that to your customers, let me show you how you can take a box ready for cupcakes, macarons, or cupcakes, or cookies, there we go, and turn it into a box ready for cake. First option is to trim off this part of the box. Then you just have a nice open area for you to place your cake in, lift, and transfer. Another way is you can staple or tape these wings of the box to the box, have your cake in there, have these taped so it's a strong back, then wrap this in plastic wrap to protect the cake. Now let's talk about communicating care instructions to your customers. Prep your customers so they come prepared. Let them know where's the best place to hold it. With large tiered cakes, often for birthdays, I would let my customers know, hey, this is the cake situation. This is the best place to put it, on the floor of the passenger side seat. Make sure it's clear, or in the back in the flattest area possible. No seats where we're hanging back and it's tilted. This will cause the cake could fall over or become tilted throughout the car ride. Make sure to blast the AC, and something I like to add is a helper to hold the cake would be even better. These are all things you can communicate to your customer. Communicating clearly with our customers is a way to show that we care about them. I recommend sending your customers care instructions so they feel empowered and ready to take this cake, cupcakes, or goodie home with them. It can be nerving carrying cakes for us, but for them, they don't do this all the time, so it's extra nerve-wracking. Or they don't understand how fragile these can be. So let's share with them some quick and easy things to do. On Etsy, there's these awesome stickers that you can find that really lay it out clearly and simply that you can put on your box and it's ready to go. When they pick it up, I also tell them some simple instructions to drive it safely. But in the excitement of getting their cake, they may not remember these things. So preparing them, telling them in person, and then having the care instructions right on the box really ensures that your amazing creations are going to be taken care of. Something that can really help is to sketch out your design. This way you have what's in your head on paper. Then you can reference back to it, and you're not focusing on juggling 24 things in your head at a time. For example, here are my gingerbread houses that I sketched for a company that commissioned me to make gingerbread houses for them this past season. This helped me take all my inspiration pictures, put them together. Then as I was making my house, I could refer back to it. Same thing with cakes, macarons, cookies, whatever it may be. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you in my kitchen next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.